Anywhere.
The James Bond of drones.
A drone hero.
You need to be stopped, my man. You need to be stopped. More drones working for Giants, though, as they open up the double window. Lunar is moving quickly, but no, it's back on to drone work here. They have control of Aqua, but there's still a long road ahead of them. They don't have anybody on hookah balcony, nobody on the double window. There's so many pieces to this puzzle that they're missing. They are going to torch Pink, though. It's not going to travel too far. Smoke grenades going down, or actually smoke arrows, excuse me, as everyone just peeks across billiards and gets super aggressive. Giants seem to be all over it. Oh no, but it's Nesk from inside face with a nice flick. Oh my, that's a way to stop a push. Little killing, that's about it. So still has to find him to finish him, and PSK is going to peek right into a bullet. Hysterics lets him know about that one through lead instead of words. So slowly ticking down the timer here between these two squads. Liquid just biding their time. Don't have to worry about too much. Giants very slow moving, and they have not done anything with Lunar on this fuse.
Lunar on the upside down rappel, still looking for any option that he might be able to leverage here for himself. Remember, we are against the kitchen defense, so ideally Lunar would want to try and get himself into control of an area like VIP to try and drain fire down onto the site. Like I said, we've yet to really see the overall plan here of trying to utilize the fuse properly. Hysterics moves in, though, gets his second kill on the round, the second overall for the team, and now they'll start to take more crucial control. They've moved in, they've been able to leverage themselves full control of Penthouse, and as an extension of that, they've also got VIP if they want it. Ysera, in the meanwhile, on the Hibana, has jumped back down and is trying to figure out where to work into. Another member of Team Liquid is going to be down, but not killed just yet. Now it's going to be finished off by Jordan. A bit of damage taken on a Lunar, but finally, here we go. Here comes the fuse nades. That's going to send Sexy Cake running into the open, where we will be able to see Ysera pick him off. The fuse play has worked brilliantly. A run out from Paula, though, does trade the kill back, but the problem is he's now left alone. There's under 10 seconds left, however. All he needs to do is try and delay and stop the defuse plant, but it's not going to happen. Goes onto the ground. A good read. The trees can use it as an indicator that players are pushed up to that point and are trying to destroy the utility. Trying to push down 90. Nesk looking for some sort of revenge, but no. The open hole into the wall there is going to give the opening kill over to Paula. Oh, and as well here, Lunar is going to be able to knock down the teammate, I believe, with Melee and get the finish off onto PSK. Some support potentially coming in from teammates there as well. Giants making great work of this push right now. Liquid has been wiped off the map for the most part. It's down to just Moringa and Paula to try and pull off a retake.
Lunar is such an aggressive Monty player. As soon as they push up against his shield, he immediately drops it and goes for the slap. Works out for him in that case, though. Gonna get a lot of information where the last two remain as well. So that's good info for Giants. More than likely signaling for a plant to go down, especially with that pick onto Paula. It's Moringa, last alive here. Still has two toxic babes. Oh, tries to go over the top, but again, Lunar, as soon as he sees somebody...
Forget the rest.
Yeah, well, another one is Hysterics getting torn apart by Nesk with his SMG-11. Liquid overall, good start to the round. Only a minute in now, plenty of drone work still going on. Nesk is down on HP, but taking control of Aquarium is a big deal here. And so they can get that hatch open for offices as well as get some soft destruction going inside of billiards.
Detected a bomb.
Nesk going to try and once again push forward with the easy control that he got for himself here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to leverage very easy kill against Lunar. He'll manage to stay alive on the inside.
Completely had a brain fart. I thought we were on double bar for like 2 seconds here, so apologies on that. They're actually going for the kitchen hack, which we were talking about the pulse earlier, so complete brain fart. But you know what's not a brain fart? Some good drone play here by Moringa, able to get the info on 2 people now inside of Sunrise. He's going to need some assistance for this. He does have some frag grenades, but he has been smoked off for the time being. So instead, he's just going to play for the info and try and assist his teammates as much as he can. Makeshifting or fashioning himself a hole through this wall with the skeleton key. Hasn't quite popped it just yet. One side of the panel is open. Liquid slow and steady. This looks exactly like how they were playing yesterday against Ninjas in Pajamas.
Very similar indeed. Right now, it's going to come back to haunt them a little bit without the control that they need. We're going to have to hope that the execute is there, and most importantly, that they're going to be able to get the intel they need in order to make sure that that execute goes off without a hitch. To be fair, they do have a slight man advantage, now a slightly greater one, as Sexy Cake has found the next pickup onto Lunar. But 30 seconds remaining for Team Liquid. We need to see them move into an execute position soon. There's quite a few players like Paula right here that are completely detached from that situation. They're going to try to run back around towards main stairs. SixInvitational most recently being traded out. Oh no, and that's the diffuser that's gone down as well. That's a much more massive deal than I even realized. Paula going to try to rotate back in. There's still a player on the inside. NitroCell has chucked the complete wrong direction, so Paula's going to walk right up. But there's not even really any time right now. They're going to be able to get the diffuser back, but they'll have to rush directly to the inside of service and make sure they can get it. This still might be possible. They got a player down, but no, they're not going to be able to start Sarah, but he is still alive. Heartping will go in. They'll reconfirm that that player is still up and living in, blocking their path forward here. Paula, though, will be able to move in, catches one player who's lurking out in the halls, but does also shoot onto the alibi utility, giving his position away. SixInvitational will trade, but Hysterics gets himself the double to take out Moringa and PSK.
A quick hop over the balcony has been downed. Hysterics takes down Paula. Giants in the lead now. SixInvitational not very much HP, but he does still have Nesk alive. The top fragger right now for Liquid. He's going to have to do a little bit more, though, in order to get this to winning round. Nesk currently waiting outside a guitar door. Things have slowed down quite a bit. 50 seconds remain. Quick shot through. He's actually going to hit Jordan just a little bit. It's kind of not nearly enough to be fatal just yet. Pre-fire's low. Jordan is laying just on the other side of that wall. He's so very close to getting this kill, and that would open up the entire site for him. Continues to go for the wall bang. Stun grenades now coming in, but he's got the angle. NitroCell comes through, but no, Nesk is not there to grab it.
Not able to capitalize on it as much as they would like at this point. We're down to almost a minute left. No confirmed kills onto anyone from Giants. And well, yes, they do have a good amount of upstairs control. It's not fully under their belt just yet. They still have some clearing to do. Starting off with that as they finally eliminate Lunar on the inside of VIP.
What a shot from Nesk onto Lunar there. It was a 90-degree angle flick from Nesk. His drones have already been used, though, and that's a major thing. Means the drone economy for Liquid has went down quite a bit. That's going to be 3 drones dead, but a double kill now for Nesk. He's claimed 2.
Trying to move in, lines up another actually real good angle for himself and nearly tries to find the kill from it. The shots, though, seem like they're off a bit as it only does about 10 to 15 damage to Speakeasy. This nade working its way down could make up the difference. It is going to roll a little bit too far and right into an ADS. But in the meanwhile, PSK playing the front lines out by the Lamborghini doorway is going to be able to pick up Speakeasy. And send quite a few of the members from Giants running back to the site. Time again becoming an issue, but thankfully not much longer. PSK is now going to leave only...
Here in just a second. You're literally the best, Marcio. Okay, so they have 2 reinforcements for Pantry, but a rotate here. Giants is playing a completely spread defense. Oh no, this is looking so dangerous for Giants.
The Legion's dead, less than 30 seconds into the round. Now the Jaeger as well. Liquid seem to have already gotten the lock on this strategy from Giants. Either that or it was a big miscall that's going to end up costing them. Already down to 3 players left. We're not even a minute through the actual action phase yet. And for Liquid, they've got every advantage they could ask for here. Moringa does see the popped open door. He's going to wait and see if the rerun out happens, but I don't believe that'll be the case, especially considering the man disadvantage.
We don't like reruns. We only watch the live action shows. That's it. Holes, oh my, what a drive-by from Hysterics. Was that a punch hole to bait where he was, or did you just know? Oh, wow. That was literally just a pre-fire through the wall and he killed him. That was such an impressive play. Hysterics hears Nesk step on a goo mine on vibes, but chooses not to take the gunfight. Probably a good idea with how things are currently breaking down. Liquid slowly coiling around the site. They have Sunrise as well as they have the upstairs, with Nesk making his way back up to open up some holes. 1.5 minutes remain. Moringa makes it even more difficult for Giants to try and push this into OT as he kills Hysterics.
A little bit more progress being made here by Team Liquid, but time also going to become an enemy in the next 30 to 40 seconds here. Spending that little bit of extra time that they have, reconfirming the drone work that was done already in the early round. They did not really get a lot of presence of it in the site, but now they do. PSK's drone gives SixInvitational the intel to take down Speakeasy. Jordan's going to run right by this drone as well. He finally hears it. He's going to try to take it out, but now it's still present. They know he's hiding in the bathroom corner. They're going to try to ice him out, but no! Jordan runs out around the corner, catches the Nesk push, but cannot stop PSK.
Do have SixInvitational working the red dot, though, on that Alda. So we don't see too often. So far for Team Liquid, though, it's been a lot of sitting around. Giants are going to use their last logic bomb. This is where they need to start capitalizing on something. They're going to rip a couple of doors down, but it's really only going to be Hysterix who's walking towards someone. But no, it's going to be Liquid to mess things up. They overcompensate. 2 kills for Giants, and all of a sudden at man advantage. Sexy Cake takes away 1, though, so it's only going to remain in a 4 versus 3.
Paula, so close to line up right here, and he gets it. Hysterix just a little bit too slow to try and find the angle. He ends up lining up for Paula's crosshair and giving another kill over to Liquid. We're now even into a 3v3. And in terms of a health advantage, Team Liquid still has a slight advantage due to the 25 damage done to Jordan. Paula is going to get thrown back, though, with the destruction of the Goyo shield, but may still be able to swing back out and re-aggress onto the bathroom players over the next couple of seconds. Speaking of seconds, that's all the Giants have left to make this execute work for themselves. Just under 30 of them now. An attempt from Paula to follow up that push to destroy the default cam will not work out, but he will still be safe to hold the angle. Now, completely flashed out, however, a lot of damage going to try and go on to those guys, but Paula and Sexy Cake hold. Only Moringa falls. Just Jordan left alive from that exchange, and he's pretty far detached from the situation. There's an evil eye on his position if he tries to push back in. Paula, of course, holding the angle itself, giving intel. The plant going in, but no, the impact from long range on Paula.
Punches the bucket right next to Laundry so he can get a tighter angle. Tuck in just a little bit farther so he's not exposed. Did he not see the man next to the table? He did not. Ness did not see the man next to the table outside, but Paula will as he hops out of bike.
That's going to be a bit confused about what just transpired there, but ultimately Jordan does set up a position for himself to trade that back when Paula finally falls back through the artifact room. Even trade brings it down into a 4v4 with only a minute left here. Team Liquid still with great control across the map. Giants, you need to speed the pace up a little bit. Thankfully, they don't need to pressure it too much. This is a pretty open-ended site and one that does not give a lot of great spots to the defenders to actively hold the site from. So if Giants are forced to press at the end of the day, it may not be the end of the world as it often is for other attacks on this map. Oh, that's just free right there for Nesk. Hysterix doesn't even have his gun out.
Well, they are inside of North America. This is as free as it can possibly get, my friend.
Sarah, in the meanwhile, also still hunting for something to give them the advantage they need to press into the site. But once again, it's looking like they are just going to have to brute force it here and go for the best execute they can piece together with the remaining time. 25 seconds left. Still no sign of it coming in here. And quite a few members from Team Liquid hiding in the wings, waiting for Giants to strike.
Liquid is doing a fantastic job of shutting down the Giants' offenses. They know that they're going to be moving very slow, but they always strike. And when they strike, they hit hard. Nesk takes down yet another. Speakeasy getting chewed up by some toxic gas.
As they get just so low on the time here for Giants. A nice find from Paula as his position at the top of the main stairs finally bears fruit, and he's able to pick up one for himself. They've got a C4 ready to chuck in if the push comes up following this smoke chuck. At the moment, not seeing it. In fact, Paula is going to get tripped up by one of the air jabs. No one to follow it up, though. There's no position here from Giants. Finally, they'll start to move themselves forward. Hysterix with the first pickup for himself. PSK to trade that back out, though. Now the Nitro Cell is in. It's far too far away from anyone to be able to pick up a kill on it, though. There is a lineup from Ness, but he can't see it. And now the push in through the smoke from Lunar. Moringa is able to trade that out just a second later. We're still even locked into a 2v2. The plant is going down behind the map table in the meantime, and I don't even think Liquid realize it. In the meanwhile, Liquid going to try to take out the player that completes the plant. They get that job done. Now only one remains. It's Hysterix trying to hold from off-site on the inside of Study in the 1v2. Not sure if they know the full details on the position just yet, but now they certainly do with the face check. He's even going to swing around the corner, and Moringa from the ground like a worm. No.
They are currently attacking at Trophy Statuary. Have a decent amount of pressure downstairs. Speakeasy gets the first kill on the round. That's going to be Ness, gets a mute, so not too big of a deal. His mute jammers will be able to stay alive, but obviously that Nitro Cell no longer able to be used, practically because a corpse cannot throw Nitro Cells. Throw bodies. Well, they can't throw bodies either, but you know.
The Nitro Cell can throw bodies, though.
It definitely can. It definitely can.
What?
Sexy Cake's also going to get a team kill. This is not working out too well into their favor, especially after they got that kill onto Lunar. They were equalized for just a second, but immediately gets ripped away from them after Sexy Cake turns turncoat. PSK actually gets one onto Hysterix. Moringa's been downed after he has a tussle through Deer Window. and still outside as well. So a 2v3 for the time being. But no, it's going to be a nice rotate from PSK that takes out one inside of benches. Sexy Cake letting the Aldous sing. It's down to a 2 versus 1. Jordan trapped inside of Astronomy. No diffuser in hand from what it seems like. Doesn't have any site presence. He gets one, but immediately traded by PSK.
Only just a few players having done that, however. A few more are going to be repositioning to take control elsewhere. Paula starts us off well, however, for Team Liquid on the inside of games as he's able to find himself an opening kill against the Mozzie to eliminate him.
That's a big pick as Mozzie cannot control the drones anymore and assist his teammates. Gonna find a little bit more utility. Nesk playing this to a T right now with the IQ scanner. Good info for Liquid. Now they have control of 90 as they continue to pressure down onto site, turning out the bottom level as well. Air jab set up by Paula on red stairs. Liquid making great progress. Giants not trying to rear their face just yet.
Already at the precipice of the site push, however, Nesk is going to be able to move in and actually gets a pretty good position on the drone. We do not see that Evil Eye being actively manned, at least not on the initial push comes in, so Nesk is going to be able to get quite a bit of info and see that, well, that site is clear as you might expect. Also going to be able to utilize quite a bit of intel on the inside of Trophy, too, to figure out how exactly the setup is positioned for Giants. In the meantime, we did see Lunar finally chuck out his Nitro Cell. It does not seem like the connection was made, though. Well off the mark there against Nesk, as you can see the hole in the ground that he just peered through. Does not find the kill. Thankfully, at this point, though, Lunar does not lose his life for attempting to do that. Is still going to be able to fall back, rotate, I believe, through Astro Stairs and help out with the late round play.
Well, the main issue for Liquid now is that they are starved for information. I know the drones tell you that only a minimal amount of them are dead, but it is a little bit more dire than you thought. Concussions pour in through the Astronomy window, so they definitely know that there is still someone playing there. Sexy Cake goes to stick the plant. Nitro Cell comes up from Lunar, though. That's huge. Sexy Cake and Nesk both die. Moringa works his way in. They have to get to this diffuser right now. PSK, plain deer window. They need all hands on deck, though. Somebody needs to pick this up. Who has the diffuser? Somebody grabbed it. It's Paula as he starts to stick that plant, smoking off all of the angles, but he's playing close, and Jordan gets them both. He doesn't even die to the fire either. It was so very close, but he found out of the map. Games as well as Plains has been taken over. Not too much of a battery-operated defense here, as Ness can see. Sees a couple of defaults as well as, I believe, a pass through his scanner, but they're making a lot better time than they did the last time that they came to this site. Minute 13 seconds left on the clock. Mostly everything handled. Doesn't see anything crazy set up by the defense. All they have to worry about is that lesion really on the doors, and that's pretty easy to spot, especially when you have an IQ scanner.
But already inching closer and closer to that execute point, still with just under a minute to go as well. Plenty of time to set up for this execute. Drone presence has been established on the inside of that site. They've been able to isolate out a few players and find their positions from that, but not in the most amazing way. The most important one is being found here, though, and also important to note is that Moringa still has both of the phone calls, which can be sent out by the Dokkaebi. They're now aware of the position of the pulse as well, and can look to avoid that to the best of their own capability. A nade ready to be chucked in here as well, and it sinks Ysera. It takes him right out. Lunar is there, though, once again with that Aldo, ready to trade it out against Sexy Cake. Another player for Liquid is going to fall, as again, their execute is failing. Liquid are not finding the impact that they need, despite seemingly having the intel. However, look at this. Nesk is still allowed to attempt a plant.
What?
Paula holding off the rotate right now. Oh no, he might actually jump into a bad position, but no! Paula goes crazy and gets himself another kill. Nesk with the next pickup. I don't know how they've done it, but Liquid turn this round back on its heels and close out on the match, sending the Giants home and sending Liquid onwards to the final group.